what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. Another day, another video. I know a lot of you guys out there, well, all of us really, are going through kind of a stressful time right now with all these situations going on in the world with this virus. I know that a lot of you guys, your gyms are shut down. My gym is shut down. A lot of cities right now are kind of on lockdown. A lot of businesses are closed. Pretty much every major event is being canceled. And it's a really tough time for a lot of people right now. And I really just wanted to start out this video with kind of a message of positivity. Again, if you're watching this, it's another day. You're still here. Hopefully, all of you guys watching this are healthy and safe and prepared for the difficult couple of weeks that we're about to have, maybe a couple of months even. And just to let you guys know that we're all in this together. We're all going through it. We are all stressed out right now. And really, if not scared, we're all just like uncertain because no one really knows what's about to happen next, as far as whether it's the economy or the virus, whether or not we're going to get it, whether or not, this is going to last a couple weeks, couple months, a year. No one even knows. So I think uncertainty is like the biggest factor right now. And I hope, I just wanted to say, I hope a lot of you guys are being positive. I hope all of you guys are healthy. I'm going to be here, like I said, trying to keep you guys entertained and updated, and posting these videos, give you guys something to watch while we're all, stuck at home, can't go to the gym, can't go to work, whatever the case may be. You still got us. We're still here YouTubing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the first story here. So as you guys know, this virus is impacting a lot of things, including the bodybuilding community. Most events have been canceled. Actually, every event from now through May 10th in the NPC and the IFBB has been canceled, and that does actually include a lot of major shows. A lot of people were wondering, could this impact the Olympia? Could the Olympia foreseeably get canceled? Well, as of right now, the Olympia is still 100% on. They put up this post on Instagram that says, 2020 Olympia, full speed ahead. Epic fitness showdown adds to Vegas buzz. And they go on to highlight like all the attractions of the event, all the exciting things happening this year. But they go on to say, despite the news causing uncertainty for businesses around the world, Olympia organizers are showing no signs of slowing down, and we are still 6 months out from the annual showdown in Vegas. So it's good to know at this point there's really no plans of canceling or postponing the Olympia. And as of right now, it's still planning to go on as scheduled, the original date, and they're still preparing for it. So it looks like there's really no sign of the Olympia being canceled at this point. Hopefully, like I said, we have this situation in the rearview mirror by the time September rolls around, and this is kind of an afterthought. But a lot of the shows leading up to the Olympia qualifiers, shows where you can earn points, shows where you can win to qualify, have been canceled or postponed, and no date has been announced for those shows yet. So I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities to qualify for the Olympia that are missed. Even if the Olympia goes on as scheduled, I think there's a high probability you might see a lot less guys there. And that begs the question, with the very unique circumstances that we have this year surrounding bodybuilding, surrounding all these major cancellations, could we see something out of the ordinary happen this year at the Olympia? Special invitations, there's been kind of some precedents set recently with several special invitations to the Olympia offered over the past couple of years, the past several years really. Could we see guys get special invitations to the Olympia this year, guys that placed well at the Arnold, Ohio maybe, that aren't officially qualified? Could they get a special invitation because their opportunities are basically taken away right now to get to that Olympia stage through the standard means? And the circumstances right now are certainly not standard, and they're not within the control of these bodybuilders. So I think we might be able to see some spectacular circumstances surrounding the Olympia this year, and it's going to be different, that's for sure. Even if it goes on as planned, it's going to be different, and it is going to be impacted 100%. And there's a lot of factors to really consider there. Even if this is in the rear view, or even if it's kind of in the rear view at the time the Olympia comes around, there could still be travel restrictions. There could be limitations to getting on flights. There could be barriers preventing bodybuilders from other countries from coming to compete at the Olympia. We really have no idea at this point what the world is going to be like in September. Not to sound ominous or scary, but again, the uncertainty factor here is massive. I mean, no one really knows what's going to happen. No one knew, even 2 weeks ago, a month ago, No one knew this was going to be where we were at. Gyms being closed, restaurants being closed, bars being closed, stores being closed, malls being closed. You basically can't go anywhere but the grocery. And honestly, I don't think anyone really knows a week from now how bad this thing is going to be. But again, I just want to stress, stay positive, stay healthy, stay safe, keep that positive mindset. And just remember, even though it's going to be bad, the vast majority of us are going to get through this. Now, next up in the news, with everything that's been going on with this situation, a lot of bodybuilders have been trying to find creative ways to get their workouts in at home. And one bodybuilder that was no exception to that is Regan Grimes. Regan Grimes posting a video on Instagram with a girl on his back and a girl on his front doing some squats. This man is out here living the dream. And then if you swipe over to the next video there, he goes on to do lunges with a girl on his front and a girl on his back. What a lucky man Regan Grimes is. And I know a lot of you guys are probably struggling with this same situation. Your gym's being shut down, and with being at home, you got to find some creative ways to work out. I'll probably be posting some kind of home workout videos or something like that in the near future. Fortunately, I'm very, very fortunate to have some home gym equipment. I've got a power rack. I've got barbells. I've got hundreds of pounds of plates. I've got dumbbells. I've got a couple machines. I've got enough that I can make do. And I'm very, very grateful and very, very fortunate that I had purchased those things because I never knew how much that would come in handy. It was convenient to have that stuff at home, but I never knew, we would be in a situation where all the gyms were closed and you had to work out at home. So I'm very, very grateful that I purchased that equipment, and I had no idea I would ever need it in the way that I need it now. Now, Regan Grimes' technique was a little bit more practical than some of the other bodybuilders that we saw. For example, Greene posted a fascinating video where he's getting his workout in through dance. And a very, very catchy video at that. I mean, the first time I watched it with the audio off, which was a total mistake. And the second time I watched it, I heard the song playing in the background. Now I can't get it out of my head. Now, I don't know if that music is copyrighted or not, so I can't play it here, but I'll sing it for you guys. It's very, wow, you can really dance. Wow, you can really dance. And we've both been dancing all this time. What a coincidence. Wow. I don't know. I thought it was a very enjoyable video. And also, people were commenting on Greene's midsection there, saying it looked a little bit bubbly, of course. And I tend to agree. And of course, Greene has still been hinting repeatedly at a comeback, making all kinds of little hints and little things on his Instagram. But we are not going to talk about that today because we all know he's not coming back. Now, next up in the news, I wanted to talk about Calum von Moger because Calum von Moger has been affected by this situation just like everybody else. As you guys know, Calum von Moger was rebuilding his physique and getting ready to make his comeback competition at the Jay Cutler Desert Classic, where he was going to compete in classic physique, and he was on the road to attempting to get his pro card. Well, because of this virus situation, that show was canceled, so we don't know when we're going to see Calum finally make his return to a bodybuilding stage. However, I think it's probably a good thing that it got canceled or postponed or whenever it's going to be held, because if you look at recent photos of Calum, and I've said this several times, I think he's done a very good job at being able to rebuild his upper body. I think his upper body is fantastic, but the problem is his lower body and the imbalances that he has in his lower body. The injury that he had to his right leg, his right patella specifically, I think was the biggest injury that he had of all his injuries and mishaps. And in that situation, I think that caused a tremendous amount of atrophy in that leg. And I figured it would be something that would be extremely hard for him to overcome that imbalance, and something that would probably linger on even with this recent competition. In this recent photo he posted of him next to two other guys where you can see both of his legs from a front-on view, you can clearly see that leg is still atrophied and vastly in contrast to the other leg. And in a lot of the leg updates he had posted, he was always putting the good leg in front of the bad leg. So you couldn't really tell how far he was able to bring up that leg, and really both his legs, to be honest, look undersized compared to his upper body. But the imbalance was the main thing that I was worried about for his comeback. So it could be a good thing that these shows are canceled and postponed, and it'll give him more time to work on balancing that out. But who knows when that show will be? Who knows how much longer it's going to be before we have any shows? And that's why I also wanted to say in this video, I'm planning on getting back to focusing much more heavily on bodybuilding history videos again, because likely, let's be honest, there's not going to be a whole lot of bodybuilding news going on because there's no shows in the near future that anybody's getting ready for, with the exception of a couple shows that we're still pretty far out from. Actually, my buddy Logan Franklin sent me a posing video yesterday. He's currently prepping for the Dallas Europa, which is in about 14 weeks. Has not been canceled, has not been postponed yet, and he's one of the only bodybuilders that I know, or classic physique guys, I should say, that's still actively prepping for a show that's still happening right now. So here is that posing video of Logan Franklin. You're watching it right now. As you guys know, he's a former men's physique top placer. He's one of the top guys in men's physique. He made the transition to classic, and that's what he's focusing on here. So I do wish him the best. Hopefully, that show doesn't get canceled. Hopefully he's able to compete, and hopefully his prep wasn't for nothing, which is something you really got to think about. A lot of these guys spent a lot of money prepping for some of these shows that were coming up. They're just completely canceled. They're just SOL. So while I know that, like I said, this is impacting everybody, it's impacting the entire world, it's impacting basically every area of business. There's a lot of bodybuilders right now. I don't want to underplay it. These guys are screwed. I mean, they focused all their time and effort and money and energy and food and training and dieting on prepping for some of these shows that just completely got canceled. These bodybuilders' years, like their competition year, is pretty much screwed. So definitely something worth noting and something to keep in mind. Now, finally in the news, I wanted to leave you guys with a message from the king, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who had a message about staying home with all this virus stuff going on. So I'm going to roll that video for you guys here at the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed already. I think right now, for me, is probably one of the most important times for me to keep making videos and continue to post stuff on a daily basis, because I know there's a lot of you guys that are stuck inside right now. There's a lot of you guys that are bored out of your minds. You can't go to work. You can't even go to the gym. You can't go shopping. You can't go to the movies. You can't go out to eat. So you've got Netflix, TV, and the internet, and YouTube. So I will do my best to keep you guys entertained and lift your spirits. So make sure you subscribe, thumbs up the video, and here's Arnold's message for you.
See, the important thing is that you stay at home, because there's a curfew now. Okay, no one is allowed out, especially someone that is like 72 years old. After you're 65, you're not allowed at the house anymore in California. So we stay home and we eat here, right? Oh yeah, that's yummy. I eat with the whiskey, and there's Lulu. Lulu loves carrots. Whiskey loves carrots. I just had my little bit of vegan food. Oh, that was yummy, huh? Oh, see, that's what we do. We don't go out. We don't go to restaurants. We don't do anything like that anymore here. We just eat with whiskey and with Lulu. We have a good time. We get entertained. Look at that beautiful smile she has, huh? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, the yummies, huh? And we have a good time eating here together. So much more fun than going outside. No more restaurants, okay? No more restaurants, forget all that. Public gatherings, restaurants, and all these gymnasiums out the window. We stay home. Okay, whiskey, huh? You, and I have you in my neck. Mwah. Yeah, whiskey. And you, I have you too. Now I have both of you. Look at this picture here. Yeah. No biting. Okay, you got to get along. Because we're in very small quarters. We have a very small house here. Yeah. Good girls. I love it. Good girls.